Hey guys, welcome to the Superhero Cut Show where we talk about things Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. It's your boy Stevie Hayes. Please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you know when we post. So today I'm here to talk to you guys about the Acolyte because obviously the show is out. They dropped 2 episodes. There's going to be a third episode dropping this week as well, and I wanted to really, get this out there before the third episode. So we're about to see the third episode of Acolyte, and I have a few questions that need to be answered going into this show and in the further episodes. So the first two episodes were very interesting. It laid out a lot of information, but at the same time, leaving a lot of confusion. Definitely for someone like me who I am a searcher for answers. So it really threw me off a little bit because there was just so much going on. So let's start with Osha May because those are where my questions start at because it seems like they could possibly be a dyad in the Force. Now, the last time we saw something like this was in the sequels when we saw that Ben Solo and Rey had that crazy connection where they were able to basically communicate through the Force where they could see where they were. I mean, and they could darn near almost touch each other through the Force. And we see the same thing echoed with Osha May, where their connection is so strong that Osha is having dreams and she's seeing things play out from May's perspective, which I think was a very interesting thing to kind of show us. And I guess, they are kind of planting that seed of like their connection that strong, and together they're even more powerful. There also was something going on there too that I heard that I want to talk about. If you don't want to be spoiled, if this happens, just leave this video now. But I have heard that May and Osha come from witches like the Night Sisters of Dathomir, and I also heard that we will see something like this in the next episode, where apparently they have two moms in the episode, and the rumor going around is that the twins were created by the Force, like Anakin Skywalker. So does this mean that people view them as the chosen ones? Could we see the chosen one prophecy being foretold in the show? Now, I think that'll be very interesting if true, if they go that route. And I honestly think that will be a wild thing to even insinuate, definitely in a show like this with characters like this, because May and Osha, I just don't think they're really connecting with fans well. So if you're going to pull the chosen one card on them, I'm not sure if that's going to hold weight, but we will see if that happens. And I am happy though that this show is happening during the High Republic time, because it also builds a lot of backstory for someone like May, and also builds this idea of the era, because from what the show is insinuating, right? They are kind of insinuating this thing that the Jedi were either wiping out or taking, or just taking every single Force sensitive kid, which I mean is true, obviously. But I wonder if we're going to see the Jedi like wiping out the Rets before they even become one, because that's kind of what they're kind of going to when it comes to the witches on Dathomir. Now, one of the twins is responsible for destroying all of them, which is why Osha left the Jedi Order, because she couldn't get over her pain, right? But it's going to build it like, I hope that we get to see that in the show, so it can build up May's hatred, and we can see her grow more in the Force, because she is kind of a novice, it seems like. I also hope that we see Raiders in this show as well, because one of the main enemies in the High Republic era is Raiders. So, and there wasn't really a hint of them at all in this show. So I hope that we get to see some Raiders as well. And one of the positive things that I like is, man, I really like Soul. I think that Soul honestly is the heart and soul, of, no pun intended, of this show. And I am excited to see him in battle. I am also very interested about this whole Sith thing, because Sith were kind of behind the shadows. And what I think is going to happen at the end of the show is that everyone is going to die, because we see when we watch the prequels where homie was like, we haven't seen Sith in over a millennia, right? So there has to be some type of situation where all of the Jedi involved with this random Sith, they're all going to die, and no one's going to talk about this happening. So I am very interested to see where we're going to end up. But those are some of the questions and things that I've been kind of looking into when it comes to this show. We're definitely with May and Osha, because it seems like they're going to be a lot more powerful than we think. And they might be at they might have a godly amount of power. So we'll love to see how that works. We'll love to hear what you guys think about it. But guys, please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you know when we post. Have a great day, and peace out.